Tifu by reading my brother's journal. This did actually happen today, as the clock had just barely struck midnight and Christmas was upon us. Also, this is my throwaway, because, damn it, I'll not have this following me to my actual account. I was in the laundry room, which doubles as the storage room, where belongings go to die. I saw a book that did not immediately appear to be a journal on one of the shelves. So I grabbed it and flipped it open to the middle. I recognized my younger brother's handwriting, and knew I had wandered onto private property, but my eyes lingered a little too long on the page. My brother has been out of the house for several years. He deployed to Afghanistan and got married when he returned to the States. He's always been a little weird, but we mostly accept his quirks as just social anxiety and move on. But there I was, in the crack of Xmas morning, holding a journal that he obviously had written during his teenage years. It was one of those journals that ask you questions and you fill in the answers. And of course, the question I opened to was, what's something you hope no one ever finds out about? There, staring at me from the page, was the following sentence, that I had sex with one of the cows. Yes, we grew up on a farm. I don't believe he was speaking merely of a corpulent maiden. I consider myself open-minded, and have prepared myself for various scenarios with my siblings. What if they come out as gay or trans? What if they become addicts? What if they end up in prison? What if they were to join the circus? I have never entertained the possibility of what if they romance the livestock. Life just doesn't prepare you for random bestiality. Tifu by sending a vibrator to my grandmother. This involves multiple foos and happened a year or so ago. I bought a present for my grandmother from a website for her birthday. All went well. She got the present and was delighted with it. A few months later, I used the same website to order a vibrator, but it never arrived. I called customer support to complain, and they went over my order, including making sure that they had the correct address. It was then that I realized that I had sent the vibrator to my grandmother, as her address had been saved as the default one from the previous order. I called my grandmother to ask if she had received the package. She said yes, she had, but she gave it to my dad, because she thought it was a toy for his cats that I had sent to her house by mistake. Now, I don't know if my grandmother honestly did not know that this was a vibrator and really thought it was a cat toy. I believe she really had no idea what it was. She grew up Catholic in a small southern town, and wasn't exposed to much outside of her little world. So now, not only had I sent a vibrator to my grandmother, she had given it to my dad. I refused to call my dad. I was not ready to have that conversation. But about a week later I got the package from my dad that contained the vibrator. We never spoke of it. You would think this is the end of the story, but it is not. Remember when I called customer service to find out why I didn't get my package? They were very nice and sent out a replacement. Where did they send the replacement? To my grandmother. I never told them to change the address. At this point, I was just too embarrassed to ask anyone about it and tried to forget it ever happened. Cut to Christmas. My dad came to visit. He told me he had something for me. So I went to the guest room with him. He hands me the package with the vibrator and says, "Please, for the love of God, stop sending vibrators to your grandmother." Tifu by buying everyone an Ancestria kit and ruining Christmas. Earlier this year, Ancestria had a sale on their kit. I thought it would be a great gift idea, so I bought 6 of them for Christmas presents. Today, my family got together to exchange presents for our Christmas Eve tradition, and I gave my mom, dad, brother, and 2 sisters each a kit. As soon as everyone opened their gift at the same time, my mom started freaking out. She told us how she didn't want us taking them because they had unsafe chemicals. We explained to her how there were actually no chemicals, but we could tell she was still flustered. Later, she started trying to convince us that only one of us kids need to take it, since we will all have the same results, and to resell extra kits to save money. Fast forward. Our parents have been fighting upstairs for the past hour, and we are downstairs trying to figure out who has a different dad. Tifu by sending my grandma a picture of my bare ass. Last night, my cousin texted me asking if I could send over some photos they can add to grandma's Christmas present. It's a digital picture frame that cycles through pictures of the family. She lives alone and has had a tough time not being able to see anyone this year, so it seemed like a really cool. I didn't know the size or shape of this frame, so I just sent off a bunch of photos assuming my cousin would pick and choose the best ones for grandma's gift. I included a joke picture just to give my cousin a laugh while she was sorting. My assumption was wrong. Turns out it's a Wi-Fi connected picture frame. Everything I sent went straight to the device. So now, grandma's Christmas present cycles through pictures of her great-grandchildren and my man Tifu by using some fancy new soap and tearing myself a new arsehole. First up, I'm on mobile, so sorry for formatting or flare weirdness. I'm currently face down in bed for reasons you'll soon find out. So, I was in the shower in the morning, and it was time to try out some fancy new soap I got for Christmas. So I popped it in the soap dish and got ready. My shower is one of those bathtub shower combos, so I had to carefully step in, and I'm normally very careful about doing that. So I'm scrubbing away, singing some Stan Rogers and loving this new soap, really going to town. Unbeknownst to me, some of that soap must have slipped under my feet, because next thing I know, I've fallen on my arse and smashed into the wall, with the bowl of the tub funneling me into a frog-like position. I swear profusely, but this attracts no sympathy from the cat, the only other being in the flat at the time, but I seem to be okay. However, when I start to sit up, I see blood in the tub. After trying to clean it up, I realize that the blood isn't stopping, nor will denial of the situation make it any better, and I decide to head to the hospital. There, I'm told I need a tetanus shot, a rectal exam to check if something accidentally got up there, and finally, stitches for the 4 centimeters gash I have right above my sphincter from where the fall pushed my cheeks aside with maximum prejudice. They patch me up okay, but I can't bend over, hobble everywhere, and have to sleep on my front until the stitches come out. I dread any potential number 2 related complications come tomorrow morning. Tifu by jerking off the night before Christmas. Today is Christmas, and last night, I was talking to a friend over Snapchat. Her and I were sending snaps back and forth, and she was showing a lot of cleavage. She loves to tease me because she knows I get sexually frustrated, but I'm too shy to initiate sexting or sex with anyone. In my selfies, she could definitely tell how flustered I was. I know this because she started sending stuff like, "You seem like there's something you want to tell me," while showing a bunch of cleavage. It's been well over a year since we'd done anything this, and a while since I jerked off in general. I survived NNN and hadn't jerked off all of December up until last night. Her cleavage alone looked so beautiful, I just couldn't resist anymore, and she kept nudging me. So I politely asked to see them, and this led to us sending nudes back and forth while masturbating. This ends in me sending a video of myself nutting with the sound on. Now when I nut, a lot of cum shoots out, especially if I've been edged this long. All my focus was on making a good video and the orgasm itself, so of course, I made a bit of a mess. This usually isn't a problem because I do my own laundry, but me, being a horny idiot, forgot what night it was. It was Christmas Eve. Now, some family lore. I am the oldest of all my siblings. It's tradition in our family that we all wear the matching pajamas that our mother brings us the night before Christmas. I was wearing the pajamas. This morning, I opened presents alongside my parents and younger siblings. While there are visible cum stains on my brand new Christmas pajama shirt, I have no idea if any of them noticed. Tifu playing PRN for my family through the Echo on Xmas morning. Writing this from the bathroom, as I just realized what happened. Home for the holidays. My family got an Amazon Alexa a couple of years ago, and my parents never quite figured out how to actually make it work. It used to be set up under my account, but when I moved out last year, I transferred everything to my mom. It's in the kitchen, and she mostly uses it for timers while cooking. Our family likes offbeat Christmas music, and I spent a while some time back curating it all onto a special Spotify playlist for us. We like to listen to it as we have brunch and open presents on Christmas morning. Here's where the foo starts. Yesterday, I wanted to play a new song I heard from my mom. I couldn't get the Echo to find it, so I had to connect my phone via Bluetooth. The family all got new phones a month ago, so there were no devices automatically connected. I paired my phone and played the song. This morning, before a long day of family, small talk, presents, and whatnot, I was mentally preparing myself for the day in my childhood bed. You know, relieving some stress. With videos, oddly enough, none of the videos I stumbled upon had sound. I wrote it off as shady sources and finished the deed. When I came downstairs to say good morning and Merry Xmas to the family, my sister greets me with, "You need to play the playlist from your phone. I can't get the Echo to connect to my phone." Okay, no problem, I'll connect my phone. I was trying to connect mine, and I think yours is already connected. Not sure what my family heard playing over the Echo this morning, but it wasn't my usual Christmas playlist.